is I, Nat, from Nat and Yeti Pet Care. I'm here to give you another video about pet care that you didn't ask for, but it's important if you do need to know. You are a pet sitter, you just booked your first stay, you're about to go to your client's house. I'm gonna give you a list of some non-traditional things you might want to remember to do before you pack up and head to somebody else's house for the week or however long your stay is. Let's get to it. So last week's video, which I will link above, was about if you are the dog owner, do's and don'ts for what you want to prepare in your house or to prepare your pup for your pet sitter to come to your home. I was getting ready for yet another overnight and I decided I'm doing this checklist of things that I tend to do for every overnight, and then it could be a great part too for not only how do the clients need to prepare, but how you as the pet sitter can prepare. Handy dandy notebook. I have a list of 8 things. Let's get started. Number 1, laundry. You gotta do your laundry because you wanna have enough clothes, not only for your overnight, of course, all good clean clothes, but then enough that when you come back and you jump right back into work, you are not dependent on needing to do the laundry because you just went on like a vacation of sorts. You know, you stayed at somebody else's place, you stayed somewhere else. You need clothes for that, but you also need clean clothes when you come back home so you can get right back to work. Number 2 is gonna be to stock up on those poop bags. You are probably going to be picking up a lot more throughout the day when you are doing an overnight, when your job is to continuously basically take these dogs out to the bathroom. Nothing burns through my poop bags quicker than going on overnights. Number 3, groceries. You gotta do some groceries. You need good, easy meals that will keep you satiated. Picking up bad habits. You need meals that are going to keep you satiated, however, are going to be easy to make when you are in someone else's home. Think cereal, macaroni and cheese, any freezer meals. What else do I bring? I eat a lot of mac and cheese, I'm not gonna lie. Soups, ramen noodles, sandwich supplies, and then snacks. Always some chips, for sure the chips, some granola bars, things like that. Things that are gonna be easy for you to make. You're not in somebody else's house to make gourmet meals, but you deserve some good food to eat because you need to survive. Number 4, when I am preparing to go to somebody else's house, I charge all of my electronics. I always bring my phone, which I charge, my camera, which I charge the battery before leaving for any stay, a laptop, which definitely gets charged. I typically don't watch any TV when I'm at any clients' houses, and so I definitely would love my laptop to already be charged so that when I get there and I get the time, I don't also have a dead computer. Number 5, this is an important one. You need to check your calendar. You need to know what your schedule is over the time period that you will be at someone else's house. That way you know how to appropriately prepare and what to bring when you're packing. Maybe you need more socks because you are staying. Maybe you need to grab a few different work shirts as well as hang around clothes. Maybe the weather is gonna be raining one day, so you need to remember to bring a raincoat, and it's hot today, but tomorrow's gonna be cold, so you need to bring a few extra jackets. Also, I never get more questions for overnights, for future overnights, than when I am at somebody else's house for an overnight. When it rains, it pours. So it's good to know what your schedule looks like. I typically like to get a picture of the month that I am in and the month ahead. However, if you're better than me and you have it on a phone, like Google Calendar is a great place to start. You could have all your bookings there and then you will know your schedule. But you wanna be able to know at least the month ahead because people are probably going to contact you and ask you if they can do overnights in the next month, if you can add them in for a walk on the weekend, and you wanna be able to respond to your clients in a timely manner and also know what your schedule looks like. So check your calendar because it's gonna help you know what to pack and know your schedule for the next few days, and also know your schedule for the next month or 2 when you're not home. That way you can answer any new inquiries in the moment. Number 6 and number 7, they kind of go in together. And this also was actually one that was in the how to prepare your dog for an overnight with their pet sitter. As I said, to wash your dog and to groom your dog. So obviously it goes vice versa. You've got to get in a good shower before you're gonna go sleep and spend the night in somebody else's house and be in their space, as well as washing your dog, because my little sweet boy Yeti always comes with me, before an overnight, so they are in the best hygiene they can be before entering somebody else's house, interacting with their dogs and playing in the yard. Plus, for your pup, giving them a bath, it's kind of like a nice little routine maintenance check that if you were to go stay somewhere and say after that stay, your dog gets fleas, you would know that you didn't bring the fleas into the house because you got to do a nice full body check when you were bathing your dog before you did an overnight, as well as any bruising or, you know, any bite marks or scratches or anything. You would also know that your pup either had those before or that those are new and must have happened throughout the stay, in which case, you know, you can either open that conversation up or decide you don't want to bring your pup with you. But it's nice to do those little routine checks, and your pup's not going to be mad about being happy and clean, especially when they get to somebody else's house and they like it. So that is number 6, is to shower yourself. Number 7 is to shower your pup. And then lucky number 8 is going to be something that is going to help you once again in the current and in the long term, because we're always thinking and planning ahead, is going to be buying enough dog food for your dog. So that way, because you're gonna have to pack dog food now to go on a stay. This is something you have to do just like the groceries, just like the laundry if you don't wanna wait last minute, but definitely the groceries and the dog food. You wanna have that done probably a couple days before you're going on your stay, because the day of your stay, you gotta pack, you gotta do any other jobs you gotta do. Maybe that's the day you're already gonna wash your dog. You're definitely gonna be showering. There is a lot to do before an overnight, so it definitely starts a few days before. But one of the things you wanna do is check to make sure that you have enough dog food. If you're sleeping at somebody's house and you have enough dog food for that whole stay, but then you get home at 10 p.m. at night and you don't have any more food in your container at home, now your dog can't eat dinner until the next day, but maybe the next day you have dog walks to do, so now you're out walking and your pup has no breakfast. You don't want that. So it's just best for your future self to make sure before, when you're doing all these checks, when you're creating a list for yourself for groceries and thinking about all these other things for this overnight, to make sure your dog has enough food for the stay and for when you come back. Hey Luna, is there anything else? She's good, she's tired. Random fact number 9. Sometimes when staying at different people's houses, you know that maybe there's different things that you can do at different houses that you might want to bring certain things for. For instance, in the summertime, sometimes we like to go swimming. And so when I do come here, Yeti gets a life vest, which is something that you would need to prep for also before your stay. So knowing where you're going definitely helps you to find out what you need. Since we talked about your clients prepping and then you prepping, there's also some work to do on your way out the door. Obviously want to leave every space clean. I normally sweep up every house. I definitely take out the trash bins, always from the bathrooms and from the kitchen, any recycles, any poop bags, and yeah, any mail packages that I took in normally go into a similar area, and those have a picture and get reported back to the parents as well. I'm getting joined by Yeti. Yep. So this is another week with me and my homies, just giving you some advice you didn't ask for when it comes to pet care, because you never know who's gonna need it. And I got the answers, especially when it comes to pet care. This is Nat and Yeti and Luna signing off.